Welcome to Part 2, Creating a Message for Mass Notifications. When you're creating a message, you can click on Create a Message or the Messages button. Either one will work, so click on Create a Message. When you are in here, you'll see that there's several different areas that we're going to work with. We're going to first start with the Type Subject area. Make sure that this is very clear, because this will not only be your saved message title, it will also be the title of your subject line of your email. So ensure that it is very clear to the audience and to you what this message is about. Once you have done that, you're going to move to the template area. The template area actually talks about what this message is. You'll put in the template area all the verbiage that you want for your particular message. We have three different types of messages: the telephone, the email, and a text message. They're grayed out right now because we are not using any of them currently. If you click on one of the messages, you'll see it light up. If you do not want to use it, click the X button and it will go back to being a grayed out area. So we're going to put in some text to get this started. And I'm going to type in the subject line that this is an important MCSD weather message. You can see that all the verbiage is in here. And now we're going to start selecting the different types of messages. The first one is the phone call. For a phone call message, there are several different methods you can use. You can call yourself to record and put your own phone number and it will call you. You can call in to record, which you're used to is if you used ConnectEd. You will not use upload audio file for almost anything. You can use text-to-speech, which is the computer-generated version, or you can use the microphone, which was what I suggest, because if you have your computer, you have a microphone right in front of you. If you click on Record, using that microphone button, you can record your message just by allowing your microphone. That will happen the first time you use this program. And then start to speak. You'll speak the actual text just like you would if you were talking into a phone or talking to someone about the message itself. Once you have completed speaking your verbiage, you'll hit the stop button, and then you can either play it back. If you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, you can actually click on the delete button and start over again. Now we will look at the email. Email should look a little different than your phone message. We want to have an introduction and we want to have a conclusion to our email. So let's change this around a little bit so that we get a good evening, and then we have, our name and our school or district at the end. I can also click on the little more button at the top and you'll see that there's a text editor. I can add in logos, bold, do anything else that you want for your particular email to make it look more professional. The last area is your text message, and you'll notice that in the text message area that you only have 140 characters and we're at 420. So we need to pare this down just for the bare bones of what's necessary. As we change this, you'll notice now that we only have 124 characters, but it is just what the parents need to know at that point. Now we'll work with recipients. Click the Choose button, and under the Parent area, you can select all the parents in your school, or select any other types of people you want to select. If you can select staff or you can select students, etc. We're just working with parents right now. So if you click on parents, I can click select and it will select all the parents at that particular school. Since I am working with live data, I'm going to click the X button and get rid of it, but that's where I would have our recipients. So once you've selected the recipients that you want, you can also do that. You can also use groups, like choosing a bus number. If I was trying to just get a bus and send a bus message, type in the bus number, select the one that says parents, and it will put in all the parents that are scheduled on that bus to maybe say that it's going to be late coming home or whatever, so you have that option also. We'll talk about times. When you click on that Start Time button, you can select the date and the time this message is going to go out. You can also send it more than once by choosing the plus button right next to the Start Time. If you're using your just one time, you can click on that time area and select the time that you wish to have, and then click Save when you are complete. Now, if you have gotten logged out or you started typing and had to walk away, it's not all is lost. Your saved messages will be, the ones that you've already sent will be in your miscellaneous folder. Anything that you've been working on but have not been sent yet is in your drafts, like you can see there. So the only thing you'll lose is your recipients. So we normally do the recipients last, just in case you have to actually walk away. We can also work with languages. The default is English. But if you have a large population of Spanish in your school, then you can actually click on the Spanish, and if they have chosen that as one of their options in Infinite Campus, they will actually get a Spanish version of your message. Just be aware that when you change languages, the number of characters in your text message also changes. This is just using Google Translate, so you may wish to have a Spanish teacher or someone fluent in Spanish check this over before you actually send the message out. Under the audio for the phone, you may want to actually use the call me to record or call in to record and give that to someone who actually speaks Spanish so that they can actually have a real person speaking Spanish for the message. If you do not wish to have the Spanish, you just click the trash can, click OK, and it's gone. Under the advanced options, those are the same options that you get when you click on the start time. So we've already talked about those. The emergency. If you have to send a message after 9 p.m. or before 7 a.m., you might want to use the emergency button, which sends the message immediately. It ignores all blackout times, and it sends to all phone numbers on that list. That needs to be something that is for emergency use only, and it has to be for safety and welfare of the students. That's an FCC rule. Once you are complete and you've seen your phone, your email, and your text message, and you are happy with all of those messages, then you just have to go and click the send button, and it will send your message to all the recipients you have chosen in the recipients area.